Hey everyone! So first off, my voice is going to be a tiny bit different. In this video, the Canadian wildfire smoke is affecting my airways like a little more than I think it should be. But I recently just got this catalog in the mail from USPS. It's the USA Philatelic for summer 2026 with this really cool graphic celebrating the Declaration of Independence, because this is the USA's 250th birthday, which is really cool. And I actually just noticed this, that these feathers right here write out 1776. Isn't that so cool? And then at the end, I want to show you the little stamp collection that I have. It's really nothing crazy, and they're all stamped like with the kind of like processing stamp, so not like they're worth anything. I just like looking at them. And then throughout this little catalog flip through, I'm going to be showing you some of the stamps that I have recently bought from USPS. Oh, and I had to look up how to pronounce philatelic, and then I figured out that this is the adjective for the word philately, which is spelled like this but with a Y. Philately is the study of postage stamps and postal history, which is really cool. I've only been like buying stamps for like the past almost a year, and I ended up loving a lot of the designs, and I already was kind of archiving some stamps in here that I really like the look of. So I would say that I've kind of been getting into them, but I definitely wouldn't call myself like a stamp collector. So I think I got this in the mail because I had, like I said, ordered a bunch of stamps, and so I guess I'm on their mailing list. Alright, so I turned the lights on. I think it's a bit better like that. So, American Icons, curated by Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren, the fashion company. Here's their little bear. Looks familiar. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of stamps in here for the 250th anniversary. We've got some USA Forever stamps with some like old American flag icons. That's pretty cool. Some Americana, like a cheeseburger up here, like a border collie, and some more like rural icons. And then obviously Ralph Lauren has to wait. Yeah, it is Ralph Lauren. I was like, does the post office like have their own merch? I don't know. And then this is new to me, that USPS makes their own little notebooks. That's actually really cool. You can get a set of 3 for $15. And I think that's a little pricey, but I think that's a really cool way to like still have that stamp image, which is the part that I fall in love with. So like that's why I really like this idea. And oh, actually, I'm a little interested in this. More than 300 pages of stamp art and history. Interesting. I'd want to know a little more. Okay, so it has pop culture art showcasing hundreds of vibrant stamps. It's because I am really only into like, well, the ones I consider really pretty. So I'm not interested in like any of the flags. And I'm not interested in any stamps that have like any sort of like people on there. And honestly, it's just because I know these people are very famous, but I usually don't know who they are. But I will say, for Mr. Rogers, I know who he is. I am a little too young to have watched him on the air, but I recently heard a bit of his background. So I had the story a bit wrong, so I'm here to correct myself. Basically, Fred Rogers as a child was pretty lonely and had low self-esteem. That came from being like overweight and shy as a little boy. And also in the area that he lived, he was often sick from the air pollution. so he didn't have many friends. He had low self-esteem, but one of the sort of highlights of his childhood was that his grandfather made him feel very special, which inspired the sort of ending phrase for every episode of Mr. Rogers. So his grandfather would tell him that, like, you make my day very special and I love you just the way you are. So that's really sweet. Another thing I like that the post office does are these stationery sets. I would love to have one. You guys may or may not know I'm really into stationery, so this comes with different papers. These are kind of plain. And then some fun stickers. Of course, all the stamps and envelopes that you would need. But that's really fun. And then it comes in like this cute little folder. That's really cool. They have them for other sets as well. Here's more of the Mr. Rogers collection. Ooh, a matted stamp. This is for some real avid stamp collectors here. Got a keychain. Oh yeah, and then the Barbie stamp set. That is really cool. I actually saw a lady who literally ordered 1,000, which they do sell them in like sets of 1,000 essentially. I really can't afford one of those, so I'm good. I did not purchase the Barbie stamp set. It's still available, but I'm just not interested in them. I know some Barbie collectors were not the biggest fan, now me included, but I'm more of a doll collector, not specifically a Barbie collector. Not the biggest fan of the specific Barbies that they included here because, well, these are definitely like career Barbies that they're going for and not like the actual iconic Barbie dolls, because the best-selling Barbie doll of all time, period, would be Totally Hair Barbie, and she's not here. So yeah, I'm personally not crazy about the career ones. I like this one right here, the sign language teacher, because her outfit is really cute. But yeah, I'm not crazy about any of these Barbies either. Yeah, so they actually just raised the stamp prices too. When I bought my stamps, like, not too long ago, maybe like 2 months ago, they were 78 cents. And, you know, they raise the price like every year. Now they're 82 cents. But I don't think I'll be buying any anytime soon. Okay, here's some more historical ones. Boring. We got the Route 66 collection. I saw that on their website too. They're fun. I'm not crazy about them though. They do a really good job with the themes, I think, like all the graphic designs. Ooh, that's really cool. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a photo or an artwork. I think these are probably, like this one's probably an artwork. Okay, now here's the area or the section where I think these are really fun. I would like to own this kit, little stationery set. Now I think it's a little expensive, and the truth is you can just kind of, well, I also make my own like envelopes and letters and stationery, so me personally I could just make this. But I think it's really cool that it comes with a little instruction sheet on how to make your own origami crane, just like this. And I just think that's really fun. It's kind of like a mail club, sort of. I like the design here, all the really pretty blues. Yeah, this is actually the stamp that I pre-ordered because I loved it so much. It wasn't available when I was buying stamps, so I pre-ordered it. And here's what that looks like. They're pretty big compared to the like standard stamp size. Look at that. It's literally twice as big. So actually I wonder if these envelopes are like a little bigger. Now, the only thing I'm not a fan of in this little catalog is that it doesn't show you the stamp variations. For example, this 200 years of delivering, why don't they show it off? This little stamp, if you buy it in a full pane of 20, is actually a much larger artwork where all of these stamps are a different design of this neighborhood. And it's like, guys, show that off. Like, this is literally a catalog. Like, you want people to buy. Alrighty. More of the Forever Stamps classics. Again, with them not showing things off. A Day at the Beach. I'm such a big fan of this pane. So, look. This is the entire little set. You get 4 different designs. The sandcastle, the seagull, a bike on the beach, and a person with a giant umbrella. My favorite is the seagull and then the castle. But yeah, why don't they show them off? This is such a fun set. I really love this one. Now, I don't remember seeing this one in the top corner, the love one, because I probably would have gotten that one too. And that one is also 4 different designs, yet they don't show them here. I do think they're shown on a different page though. I was tempted by the happy birthday ones, but when I was buying them on the website, I think the only option is like a set of 20 or then like a set of 1,000. So you can't pick just a few. So I didn't get it because I really don't need 20 happy birthday stamps. So yeah, they're fun though. I think it's really cute. And then of course you can get a whole set, and they also make wrapping paper, so that's fun. We have the SpongeBob set. I went to so many post offices looking for that one, but I then found out that a lot of post offices don't carry many different stamp variations anyways. But yeah, the SpongeBob one, they had a whole stationery kit, which would have been really cool. And then I believe the stamps are of different characters as well, like Patrick. The Lunar New Year. I think I have a few of these in my little stamp book. And wow, Bruce Lee gets his own little stationery set. I'm more of a Jackie Chan fan, but yeah, and they've got some featured products. Here's the order form. And then these are pretty cool because these stamps are triangle shaped instead of rectangles. And these also have different designs. These are for post crossing, which I've never done before. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'd like to have a pen pal, and I know there are websites for that, but I think I just wouldn't want it to be a total complete stranger. So anyways, these are the other designs for that love set. They're all really cool. A bunch of lovebirds. Got the post crossing one with some matching postcards. I really like it when they have like the stamp included on the back card. Just makes it really cool. The sunflower ones are really pretty. Man, maybe I should have gotten some of those. Yeah, honestly, I should have. But now with the prices rising, like, it's just a few cents. But that's essentially $1 per stamp, which is just crazy. Got some cars. And then here are the prices. You can order a pane of 20, which is now $16.40. It used to be like $15.80, I think. And then you can get some larger orders. And then they have some other designs here. I think this is like an annual duck design, because I think it's a contest. I know there's some stamp designs where they're contests, which is really cool. Let's see what else they have here. Yeah, the Barbie ones. I think we've seen most of these already. Some famous people. Oh yeah, okay, I love these. This is like, it was my second time ordering these right here. Oh man, why is the artist name like slipping my mouth right now? Keith Haring, yes, right? Yeah, I mean, I'll show you the stamps, because that's a pretty small image right there. But yeah, I really love those. Really great design. Oh yeah, and then the piñata ones. I literally went to a post office. They told me that, well, I asked if there were like different designs, and they told me no, there's just one, and this is the like thumbnail they have. And then I bought it, and then it, you know, had 4 different designs. So I really wish they would show the different designs on here, especially because this is the order form. Oh, I also have these. These are really nice. I'll show you them up close. And then they have some stamps that are only worth like 2 cents and 4 cents. I kind of need some of those because I've got some old stamps that now I kind of have to like add them up. I definitely would have ordered some. As you can see, here's the 10 cents, 5 cents, 4 cents, 3 cents, 2 cents, and 1 cent. But I don't think they sold them in small amounts. Here it's saying a pain of 20. I don't know if that was available on the website. But they're all really pretty. Yeah, coil of 10,000 is crazy. I wish I could afford that. Behind the design. This is really cool. I hope USPS keeps sending me the Philatelic catalog. And then here's the back. Because I like this a lot. Alrighty, so like I said, I have my own stamps. I already showed you this design, the summer one. This is really fun. I don't want to run out of this design. I do like though that it kind of gives you this. I guess you could remember it. This is not a stamp right here, but I would definitely put this in my little stamp book. Like I said, the International Peace one. Here are the piñata stickers. These are really fun. I really love this design. Here is the piñata set. These are really fun. These stamps are pretty old, as you can see, back when a stamp was 32 cents, but I have these here as an example of when the stamp is just like a small piece of this back artwork. And again, I like it so that you can kind of remember what the stamp looked like once you run out of stamps. And these were from I got these at an antique store. And I had a whole set, so don't worry, I didn't pay that just for one. But yeah, I guess the post office used to have I believe this was like yeah, there you go, a stamp collecting club for kids. I don't think they do that anymore because I've never heard of that. But that's really fun because then you get these like cartoony designs. I wonder what other stamps they had in that mail club. I would have loved to be a part of that. Then I wanted to show you my global stamps. I used these when I would send like fan mail to Japan. And now this is the only design I've ever gotten. But apparently there's like poinsettias as well. So they have other flower designs. My absolute favorite set has to be this one. These really beautiful flowers. And there's more than just 4 designs. So I think there's just 8. These 8 designs right here. I love them so much. I bought 2 of these because I don't want to run out. Just some really, really beautiful flowers. Oh, it's called Delilah's. Now, I'll take you through the little stamps that I've collected. These are from Japan. And yeah, it was just a little planner. But I just stick all my little stamps in here. And I try to organize them by theme. So these are all like the kind of Christmas or end of year holidays. Oh, I really like cutting out these, like the stamp they put on top of the stamp, because they're usually themed by holidays. This one is of the little elf. This one is of Santa and the reindeer by the moon. Cute little elves. Just some happy holiday flair. These are all my American flag kind of memorabilia. Oh yeah, here's one for Earth Day. This, I think, just says thinking of you. These might be a little more miscellaneous. Obviously, I've got some trains over here. Now, I think some of these aren't like actual stamps, but close enough. Here's one of the D&D ones, which I think is still a set you can buy. Here's the Lunar New Year one. They had a lot of different animals. I'm pretty sure 12 just for the, like that calendar. And as you can see, a part of it is foil, and this is a cute little critter right here. I think it says protect endangered species. Yeah. Here are some animals. Birds, fish. Oh, one of the lovebirds. Man, these are really cool. I'd love to have these to use them on cards. Energy Action Month. Popsicles. Just a thank you. Energy Awareness Month. Wow, this one's really pretty. Yeah, so here's some love and peace themed ones. Here are all the flowers, and here's some of those 10 cents. Yeah, I don't think they have most of these anymore. Oh, here's one of those like puzzle pieces that I was talking about, the USPS ones. Here's someone getting their package delivered. I don't think this is an actual stamp. Here's some, oh, these are all from Japan. Man, I was really sad when this one ripped. Got some paper cranes, an actual crane, a deer. I actually think that's, might be it. Oh, okay, here's this one. Here's some people, person with a computer. Yeah, and then that's actually it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.